This is the as-built model of the existing conditions. I didn't take the time to model the front of the house. As I said before, this model is going to be a template for the patio roof changes that we're going to be considering. With this first model, you're going to notice this concrete slab is at the original height. In this particular example, I've raised the concrete slab. And I've also have an example of an actual raised deck surface. Note that we do have foundation venting to consider here. We can get into those details later. First order of business is that I want to point out the decisions that go into the actual patio roof creation. We have three issues that come into play: roof pitch, upper wall intersection point, and ceiling height. The first issue affecting the new patio roof is going to be ceiling height. This new patio ceiling height is the same as the existing soffit height above the bedroom window as it exists now. This is the level that seems to make the most sense with regard to sight lines from the patio, as well as leaving a proper margin of wall above that window. The second issue is roof pitch. This patio extends 10 feet and the eave is 17 inches beyond that. I have set the roof pitch at 3 and 12. 312 is doable, but not ideal for a couple of reasons. Typically, asphalt shingle roofs work best at 412 or steeper. 312 works, but it will require the install of a full ice guard membrane below, as well as the usual meticulous installation of flashing at the wall. You can see here the new roof plane is 9 inches higher than the current roof intersection with the upper wall. I think that as long as we maintain at least 6 inches of clearance below the window, we're good. We might also consider a material transition such as corrugated or standing seam metal as an alternative to asphalt shingles. The upper roof pitch is 8 and 12. Extra snow loading to this shallow pitch from above will need to be factored in. This will affect the supporting beam that carries the roof. This beam will need to fit below a 2x6 rafter structure and hopefully not project into the ceiling plane below. In order to maintain a proper ceiling height and not overly raise the shallow roof plane, we will need to minimize this beam's depth. I had mentioned the possibility of engineering consultation. This is an example of where that will be needed. Currently, our 4-post locations out front are such that the beam span is just short of 14 feet. That span will need to be sized by a structural engineer. I also have ideas for stylistic alternatives to this basic post detail that we can consider at a later time. At this early point in our design process, these are the factors getting the majority of my attention. I did get your style examples from House, and as a start I have added a very simple planter and slat wall detail on either end. Once we decide on the details of the roof structure, we can get creative with post options, planter and screen detailing, as well as lighting.